Welcome to this broadcast. Once again, I want to talk to you about how to choose the best banking partner for your business. As you know very well, for any business to thrive, you need a good banking partner. Between you and your client, between a business and the customer, a bank is very important because it supports the business transaction. So, a great partner in banking will help your business thrive, or a poor bank or a poor relationship between you and your bank will make your business go down. So, we are looking at a bank that will be able to support your business, a bank that will be able to understand your business, a bank that will be able to fit into your shoes to understand how unique is your business. So what am I trying to say is that a bank is very important for the success of your business. So you want to look at things that you need to consider before you settle for a bank as a banking partner. You don't settle for a bank because it looks good, it has a good name, it has a brand name, it's popular, it's big. No, at this point in time, we are not looking at the size of the bank, because in most cases, the size of the bank does not actually translate into the best services for your business. You should understand that every business is unique. Others are in services industry. You might be in the fast-moving goods. So every business is unique, and every business needs a unique attention from the bank. You want to quickly look at things to consider before you settle for a bank. You might be shopping for a bank, or maybe you have discovered that your banking partner is not giving you the necessary support, and you are shopping for another bank. So I want to make your work easier by going through some items to consider before you arrive at a conclusion. So the first thing you look at is the unique selling proposition of the bank. As I've mentioned earlier, every bank is good at doing one thing or the other. Not all banks are the same. Naturally, every bank has specialized in pushing a particular product more than the other. The same way, if you look at the life of a human being, we are all of us unique, and we are good in doing one thing or the other. We have strengths and weaknesses. So you'll find a bank that is very good in mortgages. They have mastered the art of doing the mortgage business. So if it happens that your business has something to do with mortgages or property or assets, buying and selling of property, real estate, you are supposed to consider such kind of bank. They have specialized in giving you tailor-made solutions as far as asset financing or as far as mortgages are concerned. So other banks are good in asset financing, buying of cars, buying of lorries, of buses. If you're in the transportation industry and you deal with buying or replacing your motor vehicle after some time, I'll advise you to pick that kind of bank. They are known for asset financing solutions. They are leaders in that regard. I'll advise you to pick that kind of bank because they'll support you, because they have marked for themselves a niche as far as asset financing is concerned. So that is that. And then we have banks that have specialized in commercial transactions. Very good in commercial transactions. So if your business is at that level whereby you transact in high-level commercial transactions, you're supposed to settle for that bank because they'll understand you quickly. They won't delay in understanding your need. So the first thing, unique selling proposition of each bank. Now the second bit is the turnaround time. How long do they take before they process that loan, that facility? The turnaround time is the time that a bank takes before they conclude a transaction. Is it 7 days? Is it 3 days? I know some banks, when it comes to a facility like a loan facility, they take up to 2 weeks, a very long time. Others, they do 7 days. Others can do 3 days, depending on how they have structured their operations. So if you are this person that you are in need of cash flows, you need to check your cash flows all the time, you need to revamp on your working capital, you should consider a bank that has a good turnaround time when it comes to processing and approving facilities. So the time is very important at this point. Don't go to a bank that will take 2 weeks or a month before they conclude a transaction. It will disappoint you and will miss your business targets. You'll disappoint some clients. Especially people who are in trade finance. There are some banks which are good in trade finance whereby you want money to deliver on a LPO. On that, you have an order, an emergency order, you need quick money. So you will need a bank that is very good when it comes to turnaround time, so that your working capital is stable. So this bank should be able to support you as far as time is concerned. So investigate and ask, how long do they take before they conclude a transaction? Number 3, if you are this kind of person that you do business across the borders, look for a bank that has a regional presence across the nations, across the region. So you look at the regional presence of your bank. Is it in your region? Or do they have partners globally? So if you're this kind of person that you have a business that has branches in most countries, or more than 3 or 5 or 10 countries, you'll want a bank that has a presence in those countries to ease the transaction, to reduce on the cost of doing business across the bank. So if you have a business that has branches in more than 10 countries or 5 countries, look for a bank that has a presence in those regions. So regional presence is there to ease the burden of and the cost of doing business. The 4th factor to consider, look for a bank that is able to fit into a template. You'll discover that most banks, they have a template for facilities. If you don't fit into those templates, they dismiss your application. If you need a loan facility, if you need any kind of facility, they have a template. They ask you some questions. If you don't fit in their template, they quickly dismiss you. So you should not go for those banks. I look for this bank that will take time to understand your business. They'll take time to understand how you transact your clients, the cycle of your business. So look for a bank that is able to go deep and understand the kind of business you do as a person, not to generalize businesses, because every business has a unique need, has a unique signature on it. Now, the other part, look for a bank that has a relationship manager assigned to your business, a business advisor from the bank side that is able to look at your business, work with you, help you push transactions. So make sure that there is an RM, a relationship officer that is able to check your account, able to advise you, able to show you how you need to structure yourself so that the bank supports you even more. Don't pick this bank whereby nobody cares whether you are there or not. Pick a bank that somebody will call you to ask you, I no longer see transaction. I no longer see you. What's happening? How can we support you? Look for a bank that will give you attention by assigning an officer, a bank's officer, to your business, to check on you, to advise you. The other part is look for a bank that has favorable interest rates. I know most banks, they almost have almost the same rates, but you'll find those who have considerable rates, cheaper rates, affordable rates. So don't go to this bank. You're a small business, you pick a bank, they give you an account that has charges, monthly charges, per transaction the charges are high. That is doing a disservice to yourself. Don't pick this bank that will be a burden as far as costs are concerned. Go for a bank that will be able to give you good service at an affordable rate. And penalties, whenever checks bounce, look for a bank that has friendly as far as penalties are concerned. So if you look at these 6 things, you'll be able to be informed of which decision to make before you arrive at the bank of your choice. Thank you so much. I want to post series on the banking partner. So welcome to this series. The second and the third video will be based on the banks and what you need to know concerning banks. Thank you so much.